Happy Pride Month and happy Jurassic June. This critter right here is known as a Belemnite, and they are an extinct genus of ancient cephalopod belonging to the order Belemnitidae that existed throughout the Jurassic period some 200-275 million years ago. The first mention of Belemites in writing comes from the Greek philosopher Theophrastus from the 4th century BC in his book, and forgive my pronunciation of this, De Annibalis que Dixintern in Verdere, who described it as Linigurnium, aka lynx urine, which had been buried and solidified. Pliny the Elder in the 1st century CE did not believe in Linigurnium and called the gemstone a belemite for the first time, although he did not recognize it as a fossil, from the Greek belemon, meaning dart. The first mention of belemites representing a fossil was made in 1546 by German mineralogist Georges Agricola, who gave several hypotheses to its nature and life, including them being a shellfish, sea urchin spines, sea cucumbers, coral polyps, or some internal shell. In 1823, English naturalist John Samuel Miller classified belemites as cephalopods, comparing the newly discovered phragmocone remains to that of a nautilus, and concluded a resemblance to the sepia cuttlefish, erecting the genus Belemites with 11 species. This classification was confirmed when the first impressions of Belemite soft body anatomy were described by English paleontologist Richard Owen in 1844. Today, 4 species are considered valid, those being B. calvonensiae, B. hastidate, B. hastitus, and B. paxillosus. Unlike modern squid and octopi, Belemites had an internal skeleton that made up the cone tip with a pointy calcitic guard, which is the most common Belemite remain found. Belemites in life are thought to have had fins along the guard for steering and locomotion, and 10 hooked arms which they used to stab and hold on to prey. Reaching upwards of 2 feet in length, Belemites are an important food source for many Mesozoic marine creatures, and likely played an important role in restructuring and restoring the marine ecosystems after the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event. Some species were adapted to speed and swam in turbulent open oceans, whereas others resided in calmer nearshore waters, and still others lived along the deep ocean floor. Although incredibly successful, Belemites and their kin soon face steep competition by other cephalopods, namely octopi and squid. Reducing in both diversity and number, relatives of Belemites managed to persist throughout the Cretaceous, but were ultimately done in by the KPG mass extinction event some 66 million years ago.